Hello everyone, I'm UltraSonicHero and welcome to a brand new chill and chat live stream. Hope all of you are having such a great weekend as much as I am. So for today's live stream, I thought I'd maybe talk more about the Switch 2 as well as the, Dog the Bowser, the president of Nintendo, which some people did not like based on, the presentation of the Nintendo Switch and the pricing. But I'll get into that in just a moment. Let's see who we have in the live chat. We have Yamago Gaming, we have Maria, Mark Forrest, China, welcome to the live stream, I hope you're well, and Blaze, hello, welcome aboard to this phenomenal live stream, I hope all of you are well. So, actually, while we're at it, I'm going to play some background music, just so you can get some amusement, just so we can keep yourselves occupied. Right, maybe I'll just turn down the headphones so no one can hear the background noise. There we go, that should be alright. Right, let's have a look. Hi Blaze and Neon Star. Well, Neon Star is Maya. Let's have a look. And when they pushed PS5 games up to 100 quid! 100 quid for a PlayStation game! Well, PlayStation 5 games. Jesus Christ. That is expensive. And I know what you're all thinking. Yeah, it's expensive even for Nintendo Switch 2 games. Like Mario Kart World. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Animal Crossing, and even Actually, was Tomodachi Life in the presentation? Is that showcased? Then again, maybe I'm being an idiot. So look at how you're all doing. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks, China. Much appreciated. Oh, and in case all of you are wondering, is this merch? No, it's not merch. This is just a design that I actually got from the internet. So I just used my own logo and then just put it on a jumper. Which, by the way, was a really good, decent price. Mr. Ida Du Domningard, hello, welcome to the live stream, I hope you're well. If you are new to the live stream, please make sure to follow the rules in the description box below so you don't get yourself banned or timed out. So that way I can get to know you in person. Get to know each other, how we all coexist. So like, yeah, they did Ultra on the non-broken stream that we watched. Okay, good to know. Nintendo is Nintendo. I guess you could say Sega does what Nintendo don't. Sorry, I had to say that. Just to recap on the Switch 2, the games when they were showcasing the games on Nintendo's Nintendo Direct on the official Nintendo channel, games are pretty good, but the pricing, again, as I already stated in my previous video, very expensive. The Speedrunnist, hello, welcome to the live stream, I hope you're well. And Nintendo Switch 2 for Mario Kart World, hello, welcome to the live stream. Let's have a look. Future Mario Kart World is weather time, and where the item lightning will change for Mario Kart World to future for is. Forest? Yeah, Forest, sorry. But I can totally understand it, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, the mechanics and the gameplay, especially with the... I'm trying to remember what the option was, we can explore kind of like an open world game. I've forgotten what the option was, but it looked really good. In terms of presentation, it's just the pricing. I mean, if you're getting the game separately from the console on its own, you get the game for like 75 quid? That's just like taking a lot more money out of your wallet. Nintendo does not care about it. Jesus Christ, they should know better. If you're getting the console on its own, it's 396 quid in pounds, of course. But if it's American, then I think it was $450. I think. Let's have a look. Looks like I am from minority who's not excited for Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, I'm starting to have second thoughts about that too, because after doing a lot of review and a lot of more studying on the content I watched, I'm not fully sure if I'm willing to get the new Switch. Sorry if I'm not talking much, but it's because I'm trying to figure out what to say, and because for some reason I cannot talk today. But yeah. Let me just have a look. The price of Switch 2 is fine, but the HDR and 120 frames has been a thing since PS4 Pro, I think. Okay. Point taken. Well, look, so Mario Kart World, weather, time, or rain to track arrays. Right. So look, please same. I honestly don't really care about it. All tech is moving so fast. Yeah, it is. I get the skepticism and some concerns as well that the game, even though it's good, but price-wise, bloody expensive. Also, I forgot to get back into the other conversation, or the other topic. So if you get the Switch on its own, it's 386 quid, but in dollars it's $450. But if you get in the Switch with the game Mario Kart World, which is less cheaper than the original price if you get in the game separately, is 429 quid, I think. And then in dollars it was $500. Let's have a look. Hello Maxi, welcome to the live stream, long time to see. I'm too much into Sonic projects to care about Switch 2, to be honest. Yeah, understandable. And Arlie, hello, welcome to the live stream, hope you're well. I think the tech behind Switch is still impressive regardless, yeah. I've got the original Switch, by the way, which I'll show you again. So, this is my original Nintendo Switch, even though it's got the red jackets. Just to get some better, well, for better gripping. Yeah. And then the stand, this is the problem. Yeah, where is it? It's here. This is the problem that I had with the Switch, because the stand, it's not even that strong. It can easily snap off. I mean, can you snap it off? Yeah, you can. Okay, see? It comes off. Oh, trying to get this back in. You see, this is the problem. Here we go, it's back in. There we go. But yeah. I mean, battery life, it's alright, but I'm not saying it's good, but it's alright, I guess. And then the Joy-Cons, as you can tell, the thumbsticks are rather small, as well as the buttons. At least the one thing I did like was when they have this little button there where you capture screenshots in-game or in the menu, which is good. I like that. And then the home button, which takes you straight to the home section or menu, where you can just close down your game, switch to another game, or shut down your game, or the console. But yeah, and I love how they just slide back in. So I'm gonna go... Oh, for the moment, I thought YouTube was going offline for the moment, but it's okay. So I'm just slide that back in, and you hear that click. Have a listen. Right, one more time, just so you can hear clearly. There we go. Yeah, I meant the Switch 2, but it's amazing what they were able to do with Switch 1 though. Yeah. I like how it's not only handheld, but you can play this on the TV, even though when it's docked, you can play it on the TV for better quality. For me, I like the 1080p solution. Right, let me just check. OBS is at green, and so is YouTube. Right, if there's any technical difficulties, let me know in the live chat, because YouTube tends to be a bit of a butt sometimes, as well as OBS. I've been good, Maxi, that's good. So look, and the Switch 1 backwards compatibility has confirmed to be emulated. Jesus Christ. I mean, emulation doesn't sound too bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but... Say if it wasn't emulated, would that technically change the subject, or the, Then again, maybe it doesn't, but let's have a look. Will be a lot of games not mentioned in the works, yeah. I mean, the one thing that I've already discussed in one of my videos, was that, you know, if you've already owned the games such as Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, and then you can, transfer the data from your Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2. Will I get, like, a cheaper purchase, you know, when you're getting the Nintendo Switch 2 edition? Sorry, Nintendo Switch 2 edition for better visuals, performance, and quality. That's my concern, if it's going to be, you know, cheaper or not. Because if it's going to be expensive, I'm not going to buy it. But if it's a reasonable price, then I'll be convinced to get them. And maybe stream it on the second channel, because I've already streamed those games on my main channel, but because I've already played the game, I want to do it on the second channel, because I think it's only fair that I get to try some of the new games out, just for, you know, better quality and better, you know, better content. The upgrade pack should be free for a certain time. Let's hope so. But I draw traditional art sometimes. That's awesome. Let's look. Once I'm completely done with the sketch. Okay. For such a kind of price, I'd rather buy a gift from my parents, though. Alright, understandable. Let's have a look. If it was native, it would have been fine. The problem is Nintendo also took down stuff like... I don't know if I can say that. Ryujinx and User... Sorry, I can't even read that. Although, let's be honest, Yuzu? Yeah, Yuzu had it coming because they had a Patreon and used it to paywall updates. Jeez. Nintendo took a big oof. Nintendo's taking a big L, and get this, the Nintendo fans were really pissed off at Nintendo. And they've got every right to be pissed off, because Nintendo's pricing, I use that gesture for a good reason, their pricing is just absolute bollocks. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and put this back. Right, while I'm at it, I'm going to hydrate, because the inside of my mouth is starting to feel dry. There. Let's have a look. I personally never knew how to draw. I just did little childish drawings when I was a little girl, but I never knew how to be good in real drawings. I just plan to learn softwares for this. Well, learning's good. It's good to try out something new. The Yuzu devs also made Citra, aka the 3DS emulator, which was also caught in the crossfire. Damn. Guess you could say caught in 4K? Meme, by the way. I'll call you Maya. Yeah. Let's have a look. Did I miss anything out? Yeah, call you Maya. Still taking a break from digital art. Okay, that's no problem. That's good. I have a graphic tablet, but I barely use it. Awesome. Yeah, I've never been that good at art. I mean, I can do like certain text designs and logos and just like outline borders, you know, for like thumbnails and all that, but I'm not really an artist. I just, you know, I do all the editing on a different program called GIMP, and there's another program that I use to like capture the thumbnails at a better resolution and just edit it from scratch. I use Vegas Movie Studio 13 Platinum HD, which I've been using for quite some time. So like, great minds think AI. Oh, ow. Okay, I was gonna say, if that was AI, I dislike AI. For that specific reason. AI is just lazy. And the reason I say that is because AI is not a really good tool to use, even for making projects. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I don't see why. I mean, I can see why AI is a tool. I get that, but it's something that I would never use for my projects, you know, whether it's a voiceover, music, anything that's just related to the projects that I'm working on. I hate AI art so much, yeah, I agree. And hello Steve, welcome to the live stream, I hope you're well. And my speech to text sometimes cuts off words. It's okay, you're fine. There's no problem with that. Howdy, welcome to the stream Steve, hope you're well. Yeah, the priced welcome tour is rubbish, yeah, I agree. Oh, and talking of which, I did a little bit of research on, well, I did Google it up, then did some research, and then also did some research on YouTube. But I think I'll go ahead and show a window, which, I think it's here. Here we go. Right, I'm just gonna read this out for you lot. Right here. So, someone at Nintendo has to stop Dog Bowser from speaking. Apparently, the Switch 2 isn't for broke BIOS. And did we all step into the time machine over the weekend, or did Dog Bowser forget what he should and shouldn't say about the Switch 2? Or should we say the forbidden game, which was for the Nintendo Wii? And I think you know where I'm going with this. So let me go ahead and scroll down. Sorry, also just ignore the ads. I don't know why that's there, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Not interested. Right, where is Reggie? I want to speak to the adult in the room. Look, console prices are a tough thing to balance, I get it, and the Switch 2 certainly has a challenge ahead of it. But when the president of your company is saying this via CBC... let's have a look, I'm just going to scroll down. We... See this thing, I get so sick and tired with the... Let me just get rid of that, there we go. Right, we recognize there are some people that may not be able to afford the Switch 2's price point. That's why we wanted to make the other Switch platforms available, so people still have an opportunity to come into our gaming universe, be a part of these characters in these worlds, and see value, if you will, in whatever rung of the platform they come in. It's going down. Okay, and we have to have some conversations. It would be bad enough if this was the first time this was ever said. But we have literal historical evidence that not only is the wild thing to say, but it will also, by the way, cause you to fall on your face. Next up, time for the switch to related news. So no, those comments Dog Bowser made are not as blatantly egregious. I think that's the word. I said it wrong or not, I don't know. As the Xbox 360 they are however widely tone deaf in the face of people not being happy with the game prices anyway, and the uncertainty around what the actual price of the Switch 2 will be when accounting for tariffs. This isn't nearly as funny as when LeBron called us all broke. I don't want to go back to my Switch. I'm ready for the new hotness, so just price that thing decently and let's all move on. Okay? Okie dokie. Hi Spider Bro, hello, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're well. Let me just read. What do you like to draw? Yeah, but that's the thing. No one is forcing you to buy it. Yeah, no one's forcing us to buy it. I completely agree with that. I could just decide to turn away from the Switch 2. I could. I mean, I'm not saying that Switch 2 is a problem, because the specs-wise and the quality was really good. And you can even get to play games on your TV at 4K when it's docked, but when it's not docked, you get to play games at 1080p at 120 frames per second. So like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Alright, where did I get up to? I think it was here, yeah. But someone has to grab dude and put him back in the castle. Don't let him out until he watches at least 40 consecutive hours of Reggie content. Reggie was the former president of Nintendo of America, by the way. Well, American president? I hope I said it the other way around. If I didn't, my apologies. And then we can reevaluate. Remember when we found out that Reggie had to fight to get Wii Sports as a pack-in? So this isn't 100% Doggy B problem. But hey, you're the guy in front, so hold this L. You all aren't off the hook for that Welcome Tour stuff. By the way, Welcome Tour is not free. Not free whatsoever, bastarding ever. You will have to pay to play that game. I mean, it should be free with the Switch 2, but that's just my opinion. Jelly Duck, hello, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're well. How have you been? And DJ Pony, hello, welcome aboard. I hope you're well too. Alright, let me just catch up with the chat before we go any further. So look, I have an OC in my head, but I still didn't learn how to draw, so her design is just in my head. Understandable. Welcome Tour needs to be pre-installed on Switch 2. Yep, I agree. I wish the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World wasn't so expensive, but I don't think Mario Kart World will be available for the original Switch. Yeah, which is disappointing. I would be surprised if Nintendo heard our feedback and our criticism regarding on the prices for each of the games. If they heard our criticism and if they're willing to lower the prices, then God help them. If they do that, I'll be somewhat convinced to get the Switch too. But I feel like it's unlikely, but then again, maybe they will listen. And have a pre-install game. Yeah, absolutely. Nintendo needs to learn from PlayStation. Yes, I agree. Right, and there was the video that Reggie was retiring as the president of Nintendo of America. Even though it's uploaded by IGN, which I do not like, by the way, because the reviews on Sonic the Hedgehog are absolute bollocks. Get them out of my sight. In fact, let me just show up my webcam for a sec. IGN, here's the front door. Get out now. IGN, your reviews are just so crap. I don't give a damn about them. Bollocks them. Anyway, getting back to the window. Okay, let's look at. I'm gonna go right now. Sorry, let me read that again. Hey, I'm going to head out right now. Goodbye. Alright, no problem, Maxie. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Hope you have yourself a great weekend and take care. For some reason, I'm speaking too fast and I'm so sorry. I get so excited, you know, something that's related to the Switch 2, you know, the news, specs, everything. God almighty. Okay. What do you want to stream Sonic Rumble once it comes out? Sonic Rumble. Oh, I've heard about that game, but I'm not quite sure if I'll have the time to stream Sonic Rumble. I mean, is it going to be compatible for the consoles? Then again, maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. So Reggie had a really great run. He's the reason the Wii did as well as it did. Yeah, and Reggie called out the president. Sorry, Reggie called out a dog for not only showcasing such an underwhelming presentation, as well as the prices for the games. Oh God, whatever dog has done, he's on thin ice. He's on mighty thin ice. Yeah, and I have to agree with the man, the legend himself. Sonic Rumble is coming out on PC. Oh, okay. I'll have to look out for that then. Rumble's going to be on Steam as well as mobile. Good to know. Reggie leaves. Oh, I'll miss him. Yeah, I miss him. Oh, remember Mr. Iwata? He was the president of Nintendo in Japan. And I loved that guy. I loved him so much. But it hasn't been the same without him or Reggie. And I miss them dearly. Because they've had such a great run. They've been having such a... They've helped Nintendo to get on the market, you know, budget-wise, based on the games. It's just... Yeah, I can't even find the words to say it, but I still miss them. No console ports. Right, let me scroll down. Yeah, on another note, how funny is it that Nintendo has a three-headed Bowser problem? Oh yeah, calling them Bowser from Mario. I see what you did there. Clever. Between Gary Bowser trying to hack the OG Switch and getting caught, he has to pay them $10 million. $10 million! Dog Bowser trying to make everyone hate Nintendo, and actual Bowser constantly assaulting the Mushroom Kingdom. Nintendo has a name issue. Y'all might want to clean up that too. While you're dealing with the pricing thing, just an observation. Whoever wrote this article, applause to you. Right, I think that's just about it. Brings us to the bottom of the page. I'll just go ahead and hide that right now. But yeah, they're not wrong. The Nintendo fans are not wrong. Because when I came to the live stream on one of the Nintendo Treehouse live streams, I've noticed a lot of people were putting down the messages in live chat saying, drop the price in all caps. They were literally pissed off, and I mean literally pissed off. I can't blame them. I can't blame them. Dear. It's like Nintendo. How can I say this? Let's have a look. Hey Ultra, what will be your next cover of Sonic 3D Blast Genesis? Oh, I haven't done those just yet, but there will be a new cover from Sonic Mania. So that will either be uploaded either tomorrow or on a Tuesday. Now, I can't make any promises, but it will be uploaded on either Monday or Tuesday. Sonic Unleashed Recompiled, I might do a stream of that next week. I haven't had the time to do it for this week because I needed to take a break. But there will be a stream, so don't worry. I wonder if Nintendo adds microtransactions to their game. I wonder. Can't wait for the next cover. Look forward to it. We do not need another EA. EA games. The EA stands for egotistical assholes. EA games is just bollocks. Absolute shambolics. Right. How long will we streamed for? We're coming up to half an hour. And the pricing issue won't. The pricing issue won't. The pricing issue won't change. Game market markers want to increase pricing for games and moving away from the hard copy games. I'm surprised we didn't see a digital only version. Yeah. Talking of which, I'm going to show you the prices on the Nintendo website, just so we can... Actually, where is it? Right, give me just a moment. I need to see if I can find it. Right, here we go. I found the prices. I'm just going to show you on the window. This is it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. Wait, while I'm at it, I'm going to make the window a little bit smaller. There we go, that's much better. So as you can see, pre-orders are available in the UK. Nintendo Switch, 395 quid 99 pence. Though, closely, it's 396 quid. If you get in the game with, well, if you get the Switch with the game Mario Kart World, then you get 430 quid for that. I wonder if I can find their prices. Is there not prices in there? I mean, they did show me the prices earlier, did they not? Oh, unless if I need to, Right, here we go, I found the prices. I just realised it's been 1 week since I'm inactive on Discord. Ah, I see. So, the Mario game, 75 quid. Bloody expensive. I would have been happy if they just kept it at 60 quid. Even though I did change some of my opinions on that. As well as the pricing on the games. Donkey Kong Bonanza, 67 quid. Let's have a look. 75 quid for Mario and 65 quid for all others. Yeah. 65 quid? I mean, on the Nintendo UK website, it says 66.99. Well, close to 65 quid, but then again, maybe I'm wrong. Now, this is the games I was talking about. You know, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I've already got those two games for the original Switch. But again, it does concern me if I have to pay extra... Well, even though if I was to transfer my data from one Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I'm a little bit concerned what the pricing's going to be since I already own those two games. If it's going to be 10 quid, that makes me happy. 20 quid? It's okay, but 30 or 40 or above? No. I'm not happy with those. I would not be happy if they're going to keep the prices so high. If that's going to piss off Nintendo fans, let me tell you why. The prices are far too expensive because you're so greedy, Nintendo. Greed. You allowed the greed to get the better of you. Games is like 3,000... Can't even say that. Prices are so high. I know. I think it's somewhere scummy that the DLC for Breath of the Wild isn't included. Yeah. It's like taking a... You know what it's like? It's like taking a really solid punch to the gut. Or maybe a slap to the face. I'm like, Nintendo, what have you done? Let's look. UltraSonicHero, there was a YouTuber by the name of Real Life Fake Wizard. Oh, I heard about this content creator, by the way. I saw one of his videos and he did a really good job. He makes some really very good statements. Clear points. Let's look. What did I get to? Has been making a movement to people to cross their wallets from Nintendo. It's not even Breath of the Wild DLC. Oh, watch your caps, by the way. If you're new to the channel, make sure to read the rules in the description box below. And Nintendo just freed their inner Apple. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean... Oh, yeah, the one that makes iPhones, iPod Nanos, or like... tablets? I forget what they're called. Macs. iMacs. That's the one. And then the accessories. I'm just going to go here. I mean, the Joy-Con charging grip. You know, when I got the grip along with the original Switch, and it did come with the Switch. I'm trying to remember. Yes, I remember what I was going to say now, yeah. When I got the Switch on it. Well, when I got the Switch and the game, the Breath of the Wild, the Switch was 280 quid. But Breath of the Wild was about 55 quid. I'm not even joking. Nintendo Switch 2 costs like 720? $720 from where you're at. Jesus Christ. Nintendo, you ain't getting my money, okay? If you don't lower the prices, I am not convinced to get any of your games. Though I will... Then again, maybe... I won't get Nintendo Switch 2. I'll just put it that way. Super Kama, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're well. He did really good videos on how to respond to Nintendo ships. Sorry. And why you should not buy the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah. The Switch 2 only costs $450 here. Right. Oh yeah. I think it may be because you're in different, time zones or different areas. For me personally. Well, for me, not personally. For me, I'm in the UK, in Scotland. So, I don't know how long the charge on the Joy-Cons last, but I never needed a charging grip for the OG Switch. Absolutely. And then for the micro SD cards, for like 256 gigabytes, 50 quid. I mean, SD cards. When you want to use it for your phones, other devices, for better storage. I mean, it only depends how much gigabytes it's worth. I think the one that I got was a, either a 32 or a... Was that 32 or 64 gigabytes? One of the two, I don't know, but it wasn't that expensive. I sold out in the UK and people are going to buy it. Switch 2 battery life is in 2 hours. Okay. Switch 1, 4 to 9 hours. God almighty. You can get them cards cheaper, Ultra. Yeah, of course I can. In battery life. Oh yeah. And then down here... The Nintendo Switch Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. 75 quid. Far too pricey. I would have lowered that somewhere below... Actually, somewhere below 55 quid. In my honest opinion. And then there's the Nintendo GameCube controller for Nintendo Classics. 59 quid. And the price will go down over time on SD cards, they always do. Good to know. Oh, sorry, I just banged my flask. Actually, if you wanted to know what I did, I actually just went like... No, that's not how I did it! There we go, that's how I did it. I just had to hold it up high and just bong. Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. Right, I want to see how much the GameCube version is, yeah. Again, too pricey. And you see where I'm going with this, you get the picture. And then there's the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. Now, I'm not really convinced about the quality. Because I think from my perspective, I think it's a low quality camera. Maybe 480p or 360, I don't know. But if it's low quality, I am not buying a camera worth that money. And if it's not even going to show the proper quality. For me, I'm using the webcam. For my stream right now, this is the Elgato Facecam Pro, which can record or stream up to 4K 60 frames. That's the one I'm really proud of using. Quality matters. Quality does matter. And whether Nintendo decides to listen to the criticism or not, they need to get a splash of cold water and wake up. Nintendo is new Apple now. Yep. Seeing Ultra drinking makes me wanting to go drink something as well. Oh, yeah, I'm drinking water by the way, just to keep myself hydrated. Water is good for you. That's a fact. And the camera is priced, okay, the PS5 one is at least 50 quid, okay. I just want to point something out. You know the PlayStation 5 HD camera that I actually recorded as a video back then? I'm trying to remember what the price was, because I believe it was less than 50 quid. It was either, I think it was either in the game store or from a different store. I can't fully remember, but it may have been somewhere in between 40 to 50 quid. So, I can't be fully sure about that. Let's have a look at Nintendo Switch 2 Ultra Pro Max Definitive Edition, only $1,000. Nintendo! Hey! Nintendo! You're not getting my wallet. Bugger off! Sorry. What was this? The game chats footage of games. Games in single frames because they did not want the Switch 2's power to not be overused. Right. I mean, for instance, a console needs to have a fan to cool its to cool the system so it's not overheated, because if it's overheated, it's not going to work. and you'll be disappointed about that. Because when you're using the fan, it cools the system, the console, to improve for better performance. You see where I'm going with this? Nintendo Switch 16 only cost... Oh my god, that's so many numbers. My god, that's gibberish, but I can see where you're going with this. I can understand that. And I can understand the fans' frustration over the prices. Over the Nintendo merchandise. Totally relatable. Right, then we got, if we scroll down, we've got the Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case for 67 quid. I take a little nap, no problem. It's good. Did I miss anything out? Okay, we're fine. This is why we need to migrate normals to emulation and a Steam Deck on PC. Alright. The case, well, for example, if you're taking the console with you, as well as the games, other accessories, maybe just, Nintendo, maybe lower the price somewhere below 40 quid. But you know what Nintendo's gonna be like? They're gonna say like, no, fuck no, we're not gonna listen to your criticism, because your criticism is absolute bollocks. Piss off! That was bloody loud. Sorry. I always played on PC. Yep, me mostly, I play on my PS5. It runs really good, the performance is smooth, as well as the frame rates, and the quality's there. I'm not saying that the PC's bad. I like the PC, it shows great quality. Though there are times, you know, when you're streaming games on the PC, it can start to lag. I mean, it does depend on the specs that you're using for your PC. It depends on the quality and the performance. Oh, and you always played only on PC? This is new. So look, in fact, I don't even have a controller. Let's see. Another SD card, 50 quid. Or 256 gigabytes. I think they already showed that. I mean, there is a difference between, never mind, it's the same. It's the exact same. Then the Joy-Con 2 wheel set for 17 quid. That's fine. This one, I'm fine with. I'm just gonna point the mouse, where is it? This one. This one, is it even gonna show? Yeah, there we go. Right, this one I'm really happy with. 17 quid, that's not a problem. Oh, by the way, China, I saw the artwork you made about Saber from TSA and Neon as well. It was beautiful. Ah, nice. Wonderful to hear. And then down here we got the Piranha Plant camera for Nintendo Switch 2. A little bit cheaper. I think it may be because of the quality, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am. I don't know these things. I don't work for Nintendo. No, but these are luxury items. The PC's new phones for... Sorry, let me read it again. No, but these are luxury items like PCs, new phones. It's all on option. It's all on option, yeah. Ugh. I needed to hydrate. Lucas and Saber banners. A Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case and screen protector. Again, this one's a reasonable price. I buy that. This one's okay. The Joy-Cons, however, you see where I'm going with this. Too pricey. I'm trying to remember what the original price was for the Joy-Cons. Well, the original Switch for the Joy-Cons. When you get them separately. The Piranha Plant camera is only at 420p! God! It would have been cool to have otherwise, yeah. I mean, the PS5 HD camera, it ran at 1080p at 60 frames per second. This camera did okay. Surely the background was a little bit pixelated and all, but I was able to work out what it was used for and how to adjust the filters. So, the PS5 camera was good. This, however, to have 420p and not even near HD, that's a big disappointment. That's a big ass thumbs down. Hello, Classic Sonic. Welcome to the live stream. Love your music, dude. Oh, thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Just gonna clear my voice. Right, introduce. Oh my god, why did Why did my voice sound croaky? Give me a second. There we go. So, introducing the Nintendo Switch 2 Ultra Pro Max Definitive Edition 2.0 model. Each device for the console sold separately for $600 each. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Just a thing I add to Saber's banner. The people and the sparkle in the eyes. His eyes would be better this way. I see what you mean. For someone's design. Yeah. So yeah, again, Joy-Cons, too pricey. Right, I think that's just about it. So I've decided not to pre-order it. That's my option. Right, I'm just gonna... There we go. So yeah, I've decided not to pre-order it because I get the feeling that I could be scammed. Because my suspicions are incredibly high. And I'm trying to be very careful on what I'm spending. Now, I can't be fully sure if Nintendo is going to make some huge dramatic changes. I can't be sure of that, and neither can we. But if Nintendo does, at least lower the prices and take it into consideration, then I'll be convinced. Then I may be convinced in the slightest to get the Switch 2. But only if it does. But we all know who's to blame for that. Well, partially to blame. Dog Bowser. This is where he's ended up, and Reggie had to put him in his place. He called him out, and Reggie had every right to call him out. Geometry Dash is now on Switch 2. Sorry, I keep saying interesting, but... do you want... I don't think I've heard of that game, but that does sound intriguing. Why would they change the pricing? Sell? I have no idea. Actually, I'd like to draw something related to TSA. Team Sonic Adventures. There hasn't been any updates about TSA at the moment. Though I did remember that Lucas and Senator was doing a bit of animating in the TSA crew. They did a little bit of work, but it's not fully finished. And we don't know when it's going to be coming out, but I'll let you know about that. I did. Anyway, in any case, I didn't learn to draw, but I wrote character pages dedicated to Neon and Saber. Awesome. You could pronounce the saying Abu, Aboa. I can't even pronounce that. I'm sorry. But yeah, Nintendo in a nutshell. This is where we've ended up. This is where we've all ended up in the thick of it. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. But seriously, Nintendo has just dropped the ball. But Dog Bowser right here. Actually, sorry, we're here. Nintendo here and Dog Bowser right here are bloody stupid. Because here we are having to deal with two sets of... I'm not even going to say it, sorry. There's a good tutorial on how to draw. Yeah, there is. Think about it. It's now on Switch 2. Dog Bowser is taking the big L. Thanks a lot, Bowser! Wait, how long have we streamed for? Coming up to 50 minutes. Right, I'm trying to remember what else there was related to the Switch 2. I know that Nintendo Switch, oh, I forgot what it was called again. It was something... Welcome! Okay, the Welcome... Yeah, that's it. I know that it's going to cost money for that. And what else did they showcase? I know Tomodachi Life was showcased. Donkey Kong, Zelda, the Switch 2 edition. And then it was Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. But I didn't find a way to publish those pages anyway. I also wrote a page about the plot itself of Team Sonic Adventures and any 10 project, time experiments, Sonic's clones come from. Yeah, talking of which, I think I already stated to Lucas that I was going to give it my all, you know, when Season 3 comes, but we're leaving it... Sorry. We're going to give that a break. We're giving TSA a bit of a break after we're done Season 2, but in the future, somewhere in the, in 2026 or maybe later than that, I'm going to be giving it my all on the music as well as the covers, because some of the covers that I did for Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 into Knuckles, they're already on the channel, so that'll be used for the next season. I know I want to get Mario Kart World and Fast Fusion at launch. I want to see more of what else they have for Switch 2 at launch though. Yeah. I doubt Nintendo will change the prices. I doubt they will. But I would like to get the Switch 2, but I need to be fully sure if this is not a scam. But then again, maybe it's best not to get the Switch and just wait for like better discounts when they lower the price in the future. But Nintendo, along with Dog Bowser, failed to do so. You could say that Dog Bowser has reached his peak. Has peaked nowhere near his best. Interesting to know, did they even do a discount? I think the Nintendo Switch, well, the original Switch, I mean. The original Nintendo Switch, I believe, did get a discount. Somewhere below 250. I can't remember if it was 250. Sing the song. You want to see a drop for ages. Yep. That would be great. If Nintendo could be convinced to lower the prices. Respectfully. This is not an attack, by the way. This is not a direct approach or anything. Okay, this is just constructive validation and criticism at its best. Nintendo's on the thick of it. Everybody knows they know that their prices are way too darn high. I don't know nothing about no price. It's just cold. Yeah. So $1 Mario Kart World is the reality. Yeah. I totally get where you're coming at. I was hoping to at least maybe at least see the price maybe go down. Maybe if it's somewhat 300 and something. Sorry, 350 quid. Maybe that would be a reasonable price. That would be fine. Because I get that when you're playing games that are docked on the TV, you get 4K. That is impressive of what they did. Although if you're playing the TV, yeah, if you're playing the game docked on the TV, you can also play at 1080p at 120 frames per second. That's good. You get smoother frames, which is something that Nintendo did. I will give them credit for that. That would be cool, yeah. As for the Joy-Con Joy-Con grips, the left and right, it would be great maybe just lower the prices somewhere in between 50 or 55 quid. Actually, how much would that be in dollars? Would that be $60? I don't know what it is in dollars, but I do know that the prices are expensive. You can't just raise up the prices like way too high just for your own greed. I get it, money. I get it about money. I know where you're coming at, Nintendo, but please don't be so bloody greedy. Christ almighty. Wait, what are we at? I'm just gonna check. Yeah, okay, the music's still playing in the background. Actually, maybe I'll just turn it up just a little bit, just so we can hear in the background. There we go. Okay. I still need to finish other projects before starting my Sonic series, no problemo. If I was able to draw like you, I have many ideas of what I draw about TSA. You can download only drawing software that you want and start learning. Yeah, you can. Right, I'm just gonna go ahead and close that down. There we go. Right, and this stream has reached up to 12 likes. Thank you so much for your support. Much obliged. Also, if you want to check out the second channel where I do non-Sonic games or videos, one of our moderators will be kind enough to post the link in the live chat below. Right, and we're coming up to 54 minutes, I think. Yeah, 54 minutes. Jeez, I'm getting a bit itchy. So yeah, again, Nintendo, in a nutshell, all because of the pricing and the tariffs, just absolute bollocks. Reggie, however, good job to him. He knew how to put them in their place. Yeah, by Reggie, I mean the former president of Nintendo. Because he's very humble for his own work. He's dedicated to his role, and he took it seriously. He did not hold back. He knew what they were getting into. So look, speaking of which, Ultra, how about you playing the boss theme of Metropolis Act 14? I mean, actually, I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that because I don't want to give out any spoilers. Even though it was already streamed on Lucas's live stream, but I think I was gonna plan to release it, you know, after Lucas has released Team Sonic Adventures Act 14. I was gonna do that, but I think I'll just wait. I'm just gonna be patient because I don't want to rush anything. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Ultra, I used this currency playing music in one of my videos. I credited you, although. Oh, you credited? Okay, that's good. As long as you used it with my permission, that's fine. Wait, but by the way, I might check out your video after this. Is it the one that you uploaded today, or is it a few days ago, if you don't mind me asking? Actually, that does remind me, I've got a few things I want to show you. So I got one of the new Pop Funkos of Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I got 4 more figurines from the Smith store, which is from the 3rd Sonic movie. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you to it right now. Sorry, I'll go ahead and show you it right now, to put in a better sentence, because for some reason, I talk too fast. Right. So this one, I'll just show up at the camera. This is the Super Sonic with the Chaos Emeralds, the special edition. I had to read just to make sure, but I wonder if you can. Yeah, here it is. There we go. Sorry about the reflection, but hopefully you can see it. So I got this. It was about 30 quid. A little bit pricey, but hey, I'm happy with the purchase. I also need to get my hands on Omega, Big the Cat, and Rouge. So I've already got the Treasure Hunter Knuckles, as you can see in the back. I got him, but I don't have these 3. Oh crap! I can't even point it. Here we go. So these 3. I don't know when I'll get those, but I'll maybe save up more money for them. So in the meantime, this is okay. I'm okay. Why did I say okay? This is good. I'm gonna put it back. Let's have a look. By the way, I saw the Pop Funko, mine from Steve and Skeleton from the store. Oh, nice, Steve. Let's see. Mario, it's also good, but you need a graphic tablet for this. Okay, let me have a look. I can use one of the your rock covers for the animation. I will credit you in the description. Yes, of course you can, China. You're more than welcome to. As long as you credit, that's fine. Okay. It's the best Sonic Pop Funko in my opinion. Yeah. See, from all these Pop Funkos that I've collected for my collection, if I had to pick one of them... Oh, this is a tough one. Maybe... Actually, now that you mentioned Arlie, maybe this is the best one I picked so far that you mentioned in the live chat. So yeah, I'm with you on this one. Wait, I'll see if I can show you the 4 figurines that I mentioned. Give me a moment. I might make a mess. You know what? I might as well just show you them with the camera. Give me just a moment. So, if I turn this around, the new ones that I've got from above, I've got Gerald's Robotnik, Knuckles the Echidna, with the Flames of Disaster, I think that's what it's called. I mean, then again, I'm wrong. I've got Super Sonic with the, oh, sorry, no, Super Shadow. I got Super Shadow. And then I got Sonic with the Master Emerald. So those 4 came to about somewhere near 50 quid. I was really happy with my purchases. And the moment when I saw these that were new, I had to get my hands on them. I just had to. But they're in really good condition. Hold on just a moment, I need a mirror. Yeah, back again. Sorry about that, guys. I was wondering what the knocking was, but as it turns out, it was just my mom hammering something on the wall. It's a frame, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah, that's the figurines that I got. You have so many Sonic merch. Well, I'm actually into collecting a lot of Sonic figurines and other sorts of merch. One of my friends, of course, did get me, I think it was a keyring. I don't think I've showed you this, so just in case, I'll show you it right now. Right, so this is... I got myself the charms with Knuckles the Echidna. So I got this as a keyring. It looks pretty good. So it's the first time that I've actually heard about these. Though... Do you actually... Can you get these in different characters, like Tails, Sonic, Amy? I know that they're classic. I know there's classic Knuckles in there, but I don't know if you can get other characters for this. Then again, maybe you can. But I'll maybe have to do some research. Okay. Now look at. I also got Gerald. You also got Gerald Robotnik, Super Shadow, and the new Knuckles as well yesterday. Awesome, Harley. Brofist to you. There you go. Yeah, the PewDiePie Brofist. Sorry, man. PewDiePie, don't kill me, please. Don't sue me. I remember that one. They also have Sonic, Tails, and Amy as well. Ooh, okay. Nice. I'll have to look out for those. Let's have a look. I only have 2 official Sonic Prime figures and 3 non-official Sonic plushies. Okay. Awesome. Did I miss anything in the chat? As for me, my character pages about TSA are in French anyway, so if I wanted to post them, I should translate them first. But I know Lucas would understand them because he's French like me. Yeah, understandable. So, I think I already discussed about this in my previous streams. I did learn how to do a bit of French, though I could do with a bit of work. So, I do know like, bonjour, je m'appelle UltraSoniChero. No. Oui. Oui. Oui means yes, by the way. And non means no. Let's have a look. I remember that one. They also have Sonic, Tails, and Amy as well. Oh wait, I already read that, did I? God damn it. Sorry. Official Sonic merch is very expensive here. Is it? Actually, I'm trying to remember the prices. Yeah. So, each of those figurines I already showed you, I think they were about 13 quid, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was $13.99. And then I can remember in the one I already showed you that was 30 quid. 30. Sorry, I'm trying to speak clearly. I see UltraSoniChero learning French, and my day is complete. Nice. I also have some IDW Sonic comics. Ooh. I've actually thought about maybe getting the comics. I thought about that. Though the thing is, I don't think I've got enough room. I don't think. I thought about maybe getting them, but then again, I'll maybe just stick to what I'm doing for now. Maybe I'll just stick to what I'm collecting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Sonic IDW comics and Ian Flynn's writing. I'm a huge fan of his work. I even got the IDW Sonic book for my Christmas present. I forget what it's called. I think it was an art book, artwork, art concepts. I can't remember the exact name for it, but I love the IDW comics as well as the Archie comics. Right, we've been streaming for over an hour. I think we'll keep this going for another 10 minutes and then we're just gonna call it a day. and just enjoy the rest of the weekend. Let's have a look. As I don't read comics, I just read the plot of IDW comics on the wiki. Yeah. I sometimes do that too. Right. Did I miss anything out? I don't think I did. Yeah, content-wise, I just remember now. As I already said, there's going to be a cover coming out on Monday or Tuesday. New content ideas. I'm trying to think which videos I can react to as reaction videos, because I want to do some more content to that. Right, I think the last issue... Let me just read that properly. I think the last issue I read was like 32 or 33. I also read some spin-offs. Radical. Right, I'm just gonna check on Discord real quick. I'm trying to remember what else I was gonna do. Yeah. I've got a new cover coming out. I'm doing some new reactions. What else? I was gonna maybe... Oh, see this? I'm being bloody forgetful again. See, this is the thing, you know, when you're focused on something else that's not even related to the topic, but then you easily forget something. Scatterbrain sometimes. Right. Let me just check. I ended up getting the Sonic X DC issue 1. Oh, nice. Recently, gonna try to get issue 2 next week, but I don't have a comic book store to... Sorry. I'm trying to read. But I don't have a comic book store to close to me since they're niche. Okay, I see. Imposter Syndrome is one of the best spin-offs. I love Surge and Kit's backstory and how it was ruined by Starline. Oh, Starline. The one with the beak. The one who dresses all posh. Yeah. He was a good character, by the way. And Metal Virus arc is so cool, yeah. Can't you get them online? What, the comics? I think you can. I think it says so on the website. I'll maybe just Google it real quick. Right. Sonic IDW comics. I think you can get them. Yeah, you can. You can either get them on eBay, Amazon, or maybe the official website. I don't like reading comics. You don't like reading comics? Well, it's your opinion. Everybody has different tastes. I can respect that. Metal Virus was the first example I thought about, but then I thought I'd say something else for a change. Yep. Man, I kept getting interrupted, and it's a weekend. IDW Publishing. Okay, so they do have comics. Yeah, it just showed up a notification. IDW Volume 6 Misadventures. IDW Collection. Oh my god. $60 for that. But they're sold out. Right, that's how they get you. Yeah, I don't know whether to get the comics or not, because I'm having a tough time trying to decide what to get in the future. So, yeah, sorry for the knocking in the background, by the way. It's just the hammering on the wall. So look, I used to read comics outside of Comic Most Marvel. I want to read Invincible soon enough, since the show is really good. Oh yeah, I can tell that it's a good show. I did watch some of the clips. I did watch some of them, but not the full series. Actually, will they ever release it on DVD or Blu-ray? That's my only question. I thought about getting it. Look, I plan to reread all Sonic comics that I have. Awesome. You're a real certified Sonic fan. Right, we're coming up to 1 hour and 10 minutes soon. I did say 10 minutes, so we'll keep it going. What was I going to show you again? I already showed you the Switch 2. I showed you some of the figurines that I now own. Oh, yes, I even got myself a new mouse mat, but with Sonic the Hedgehog, and the mat is huge. It's probably about this big. Yeah, that wide. It's quite big, I must say. I think it was 20 quid, if I'm not mistaken. I keep saying that. I said that too many times. It must have been 20 quid. So look, they released the boys on Blu-ray, but there's nothing for Invincible yet. Okay. Might as well finish this up. Just to hydrate. Okay, coming up. Oh, is that the time already? Might as well get something to eat soon. Right. Actually, yeah, let me put it this way. After the stream ends, if there's any videos that you want me to react to that's related to Sonic, as long as it's not copyrighted, and as long as YouTube isn't too strict on copyright, please let me know in the comment section below, because I might consider doing that. Because I am running short of ideas what to react to, but I want to see, I want to hear from your feedback, from your perspective, what you want me to react to. Okay, shout out to Technic Blade. Yep, shout out to him. Speaking of being a certified Sonic fan, I have been called a fake fan just because I said Sonic 3 movie was good, but not at a point to get an Oscar. Wow. Well, don't worry, Mario. You'll be fine. You are a fan. You're a true Sonic fan. I'm glad people weren't just screaming like crazy and throwing at popcorn. Throwing popcorn, not a popcorn. Right. Yeah, I was just thinking about something, sorry. The reactions. You know, if Lucas does happen to release the next act for Team Sonic Adventures, maybe next week, or somewhere in late April, then I'll definitely react to that. Because I miss doing these reactions, because they were good. I loved everything he does, as well as the animations. Because he put in a lot of heart and effort. He didn't do it alone though, he did it with a team. 1 hour and 10 minutes already, coming up to 10:11. I'm sorry, 1:11. What am I saying? Duh. Wait, just checking on something real quick. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting something in particular. I did say I was going to do a new cover, some more reactions. I do have an instrumental. Was I going to... Oh, I've forgotten what I was going to... I've forgotten what I had in my head, but... It's already gone, but it'll come back to me. It will. Have you seen Sonic shorts from Sonic Parallax before? I've seen a few of them, yes. I did react to a few of their videos related to Sonic Legacy, and then there was one of them from Sonic Speed Network that he did a fan dub. I already reacted to that one, so shout out to him. Did anything happen on the Unku server? Nothing too huge, no. In his YouTube community, in his YouTube community post, he did say that that he was almost done working on Act 14, though nothing new at the moment. So, I think that was posted about 2 weeks ago. Thanks so much, Sonic, for defending me, but it was still crazy to hear. I expose constantly my support to Sonic projects. I write my own Sonic stories and character pages, and yet I got called a fake fan. Jesus Christ. I mean, it does sound concerning, but I can understand where you're going with this. I can tell, but it's okay. You'll always be supported and welcome to this community. I'm really not sure when I will come back. Okay, I think you said you'd come back in summer, China. I think you did? I think? Oh wait, is the music gone now? Ah yeah, we're all the way back to the beginning. Okay, that's fine. The music just ended. I did have a playlist of those, so I played about 20 covers in the background. But oh well. Right, seeing that we're coming up to the end of this live stream, I did say I was going to work on some projects. I've got a cover that's coming out on... I'll do it on a Tuesday. The cover's coming out on Tuesday. I'm just going to state that now. Instrumentation, I might do that on a Friday or a Saturday. Sonic Unleashed Recompiled stream, I'll do that either on a Wednesday or Thursday, but can't be fully sure if I'll have the time for that, but I'll let you know, and I'll notify you since you're already subscribed to the channel. Second channel, second channel. I'll do some more Tomb Raider playthroughs, but this time I'll play it on a different kind of game, you know. I'll do Rise of the Tomb Raider next. That's for the PS5. How many times have I said even though I'm not fully sure when it'll come out, or when I'm going to be streaming. But yeah, thank you much, Mark. Much appreciated. Right, I think I'll maybe do a video, maybe on a different topic, but I haven't fully decided what I'm going to be working on just yet. But I did say I was going to work on another cover. Yeah, there was Work It Out, which I'll definitely do. Yeah, I think that's just about it. But yeah, let me check on the stream before we end. Okay, so we streamed for about 1 hour and 15 minutes nearly. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a day. There'll be some new content coming out next week. Cover and then instrumentation, reaction videos. I'll maybe do some more reactions related to Sonic Paradox. Seeing that Team Sonic Adventures is still on a slight delay, even though we're taking a bit of a break. But overall, I am looking forward to this new animation, because we put in a lot of effort into it, not just the animation, but the music too. Which some of you did not hear. Well, in case I can't even speak. For those of you who have not heard my music from the Team Sonic Adventure series, you'll actually get to hear Embrace and Ascend. Those two music songs were a success and they did tremendously well. If you want to check it out, I'll see if I can post the... Actually, you can check it out on my channel with the playlists. You can get to check them out and listen to them. They're absolute bangers. See you on Discord at Ultra, no problem, please. Right, yeah, that's just about it. So thank you everybody so much for watching the live stream. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to smash a like, subscribe if you want to see more content, and click the bell to get notified on all my uploads. Social media links are provided in the description below. You can also check out my second channel, Ultra Evolution. That link will be down in the live chat below as displayed on the screen. And that's just about it. So, as always, I shall see you in the next one. Take care and have yourselves a great weekend and a great day. Bye-bye.